Okay, that did not sound friendly. Ah, okay, I got it. Oh, no.
With a little over a week to go, Metroid Prime fans will finally get their hands on the game they waited so long for. Yes, Metroid Prime 4 will release before GTA 6. But no, seriously, I'm excited for you Prime fans. I'm especially happy for my brother as well because he absolutely loves the Prime series. Me personally, I don't really care about the Prime series. I played and finished the original Prime, and truth be told, I love the game and I actually played through it multiple times. But I never actually touched the second game, and I never really cared to do so because at that point, first-person shooter games just wasn't appealing to me anymore. I did, however, play Corruption, and though I hated the motion controls, I did beat the game, but I never played that game again either. Honestly, the Prime games are really good. I think the old Nintendo crafted them perfectly. They understood how to take elements from the side-scrolling world of Metroid and bring them into the 3D environment. But after seeing what the new Nintendo has been doing with our beloved titles from our childhood, I'm genuinely worried for the Prime fans. First off, ever since Breath of the Wild, new Nintendo just can't resist making all of their games open world. They did it with Odyssey, they did it with Mario Kart World, they did it with Bonanza, and now they seem to be doing it with Metroid. And though it worked for Mario and Donkey Kong to a degree, it didn't really stick with Mario Kart. And I know most won't agree with me, but the flaws are starting to show with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Hyrule feels so empty and repetitive, especially the depths. Like, what is there really to do down there? And now here goes Nintendo yet again, adding open world elements to Metroid of all games. You know, the game series, where you're supposed to feel enclosed, confined within tight spaces. And if that wasn't bad enough, new Nintendo once again seems to fail to understand what made the Prime series so special. The feeling of being alone with no help. Yes, we have to talk about Miles McKenzie, aka the walking tutorial yellow paint.
You found something for your suit, didn't you? Say something interesting. You sure we don't need to use that?
Wow. What a mess. You're alone on a planet with no hope of survival. But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle, so... Win? Oh. Samus Aran?
Hey, Samus Aran! I'm stuck! Help me out! Oh! Please get me down. I'll just stay right here. Try not to die.
This character exists solely for comic relief to draw in new fans to the series. In the age with kids play nothing but Roblox and Fortnite, a game like Metroid Prime might, no, it would definitely come off boring. So adding a character like Miles to the game, especially in the early minutes of the game, just might get the youngsters to consider convincing Papa and Mama to buy the game. And the fact that he comes off with the Marvel comedy energy, well, it just might be the added touch needed for the job. But I have to ask, is this really the right move? Miles has received nothing, and I mean nothing but absolutely negativity from longtime fans of the series. You know, the fans who should be guaranteed to buy the game, those same fans who love the original formula of the Prime series. So for Nintendo to try to pander to the new audience, well, that's just kinda wild. All they seem to be doing is sabotaging the game before it releases. Nintendo games nowadays having these long tutorials and opening moments of their games is already getting ridiculous, and Miles constantly running his mouth in the hopes to get you, the player, to laugh? I just don't think that's going to be enough to fix the issue. The other glaring issues I'm worried about for the fans is the open world. I truly don't believe Metroid needed an open world. I just don't believe it fits with the formula of Metroid. I truly believe a nice chunk of the game will take place within this empty desert, with you having to drive back and forth between the biomes. You know, because Nintendo seems to love having you move across their open worlds with the absolute repetitiveness possible. We all know Nintendo sucks when it comes to actually adding life to their open worlds, and the trailers just isn't doing the game any favors. My homie, an avid fan of the series, actually said he's going to wait till he gets the game. Like me, he's convinced new Nintendo keeps ruining sequels to the games. He looks at Pikmin 4 and Battle League as prior examples and is worried Prime 4 is about to follow the same path. And honestly, can you blame him for believing that? Just look at the track record. Sure, Metroid Prime 4 looks amazing, and it has the Prime look. But if it lacks what made it Prime in the first place, why even bother? Motion controls also isn't helping. The Nintendo channels tried to hype up these moments when Samus would shoot a beam and she would control it, but to me it just seemed like a gimmick. It honestly looks like it's just gonna slow the game down for the sake of saying, hey, look at this, look what mouse controls can do. This is why I never picked Corruption back up, because I couldn't care less for motion controls. I'm not a fan of the series, but if Nintendo was hoping to get people like me to get in on the game, they took yet another L doing so. Miles McKenzie, the open world, and the heavenly looking reliance on motion controls can hurt the game just coming right out of the gate. Truth be told, I really want Metroid Prime 4 to do well, because if it don't, not only will there never be a Prime 5, but Metroid as a whole might just get put away in the Nintendo vault, never to be seen again. This was almost the case when the other M came out. Thank God we got Metroid Dread. I believe that's what kept Prime 4 alive. I feel all these new elements that they decide to add to shake up the formula, well, it could have been invested in, say, I don't know, another M-style game? Honestly, let's be real. That game only flopped because it messed up Samus's character. It messed it up so bad to the point she might as well have been an entirely different character. They really should try again with that style, and maybe, just maybe, they will get the new fans they're looking for to add to the series. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm waiting for the next 2D Metroid. That'll only happen if Metroid Prime 4 is able to live up to this long wait. I guess we'll find out December 4th. Will you be picking up Metroid Prime 4? What are you looking most forward to? Leave your thoughts below. This has been Infinite Zero, and thanks for watching.